like, you know, like before we started the conversation, we spoke about, one of the main things that we spoke about was addiction, innit? You
Yeah.
get me? And sometimes I like to talk about addiction because I feel like, you know, sometimes the word addiction, sometimes it sounds crazy to certain people, innit?
Yeah.
You get me? That
I feel like what I was saying to you earlier is kind of like
Yeah.
what I would say. It's more like everyone has their vices, innit? Like, and I think you need that in life. You need something that you have that just helps you to just unwind and de-stress. And for me, that's my marijuana, my weed. You know, me, I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
So I have to have that. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, when I come home from work, after I've done my things, after I've done my radio shows, after I've done my this, that, and the other, and it's me time, and I sit down in my bed and chill. That's how I unwind, and that's how I relax. And I think everyone needs that in life. I think, you know, there are certain things that you definitely don't need to be, you know, taking every day. Like, you know, I mean, I think the last time I spoke to you, I was trying to go sober. It wasn't that successful, guys. I lasted 2 months. But, like, you know, I really rate people that can, you know, just literally one day they're like, right, that's it, I'm quitting. I'm not going to do that anymore. And then they literally, they've gone sober. I mean, I've been sober for years. I rate that because it's not easy. Yeah. But it's doable. Do you know what I mean?
Could you be...
I want to big up Kai. I forget his last name, but he's the man that runs Forward Motion, the event that takes place at Studio 338. Okay. If you're into house music, you need to get to one of their events. It's a big event, and all the money that he makes from these events he puts back into charities, like homeless charities and stuff like that. So he's always, you know, good. Putting back into the community. He's an amazing person. But he's I don't know how long now, but I want to say like 2-3 months sober, or maybe it might be even longer than that. Yeah. But he put up a video recently, and he was just basically sharing his experience and encouraging people if they're thinking of going down that road. So at the end of the day, don't take my word for it. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely doable, and if that's something that you think that you need to go and do in life, then definitely, you know, do it for yourself, because your health is always going to benefit from it. Do you know what I mean?
We got there's a lot of people, all of us here in this room know, there's a lot of functioning addicts out there. People who are literally addicted to shit, but they're still functioning, doing whatever they've got to do.
I rate these people because
fucking rate them, mate. Superheroes.
Trust me.
You're addicted to something, but you're still doing your. You get me? You're still doing your thing. Yeah. Like my question is, it's like, do you think, like, you see those people, like, do you think those people are like special? Do you think those people are maybe more disciplined than others? Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like, what separates those people who are functioning addicts, still doing their things, but they're still addicted to something,
I think because
compared to somebody who's fucked up, smoking, whatever, but their life is fucked up.
I mean, life is not easy. Let's be honest, it's hard, and especially if you're not someone who's blessed to have, you know, all of the things that necessarily make life comfortable. Let's put it that way. And if you know, and if you're working class and, you know, you're on benefits, or you can't work for whatever reason, if you're someone that's, you know, for medical reasons, you know, so life can get stressful. It's not easy. And I think a lot of the time, I don't think it's that a choice these people are functioning adults. I think it's just they haven't got a choice. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's either they are functioning or they're not. So, you know, this is why they, you know, they're doing what they're doing. And I think I rate that at a certain time, because there's a lot of people that saying where it's like, you don't know what someone else is going through unless you ask them. You'd be looking at someone, you see them smiling, thinking they're living their best life, but that person could be going through the worst time of their life. So it's like, never judge a book for its cover, and never assume. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like you saying these people are functioning addicts, but you don't know the reason why. There could be a hell of a lot of reasons why they are in the position that they're in, and they can't get out of it, and they're still going to work every day, but they need that because, you know, they might have lost their dad 10 years ago and they can't cope with grief, and it's, you know, F them up mentally for life. So, you see what I'm trying to say? So there's so many different things that one goes through in life, and it's like the brain is a very powerful organ, and it makes everything run. You get me? You won't be walking about blinking. I won't be talking to you right now on this camera if my brain won't be functioning properly. So 100%. You know, you have to look after that. Look after your head, protect your head, protect your brain, protect your health, look after your body. Do you get me? Because those things are going to help you to continue to function and survive in life. And at the end of the day, I'm an Aries. I know I've said it before, but I know every star sign has a part of the body that's apparently their main part, and the Aries is the head.
That's Sweetnezz.
And listen, I'm always bumping my head. From when I was young, I was always banging into things, bumping my head, things dropping on my head. Now I know why, innit? Protect your head, protect your energy, innit?
The sweetness. I'm gonna.
What was?
Hey. Oh shit! So you see with this sign,
he's got flustered now. He's got flustered.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Wait, sometimes for blunt people like me, sometimes you really need to hold your tongue or think before you speak.
It's very true, very true.
So
I respect that.
yeah, so you know when you're gonna. Let
me hit the brakes.
let me hit the brakes and really adjust the car.
Venomous tongue, bro.
Yeah. So basically, it's not even as mad, but I was gonna obviously say in a mad way. Like star signs, yeah. Are they really really for real, or it's a bunch of shit?
Oh no, I think it's real. I think it's definitely real. Yeah, it's definitely real because
What makes you think that they're really real?
Because I follow a lot of stuff to do with the universe and the solar system and how the stars align, and when, for example, we recently just came out of a solar eclipse.
Somebody was telling me that,
the energy was, if you was feeling a little bit mad, that was probably why.
Over the last 2 to 1 month.
Like last month, the last couple of weeks was mad. The bridge thing in America, something else happened. With some plane. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The universe, the energies was a bit off. Do you know what I mean? We just come out of Pisces into Aries. So yeah, I believe it. I 100% believe it. And there's so many things that have happened to me in my life now, moving forward, that I've prayed on, I've manifested, I've wrote down, I've put my crystals, I've got my candle, I'm there with my sage, I burnt the paper. Now look, I'm a DJ. So it's real. Okay? Thank you.
No, I rate it now because obviously I'm sure even you, like in your.
I'm making a joke of it, but it's not jokes. Like I've rate it, and like I've had. There's been times where I've had like readings done to do like under my star sign, an Aries reading, and like all the things that the person has said, the empath, the reader, have come true, or they're things that have happened. And this person didn't know me from Adam, so it's not like she could have got this information from anyone, because do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, I definitely believe in them type of things. It's at the end of the day, we're not just physical beings, we're also spiritual beings, and we have an energy, we have a soul. I don't believe that when you die, that's it. Do you know what I mean? I believe that you come again, your energy will continue, but it will come in a different form. Do you know what I mean? That's just what I believe, and I think that that's what keeps happening there. The universe and the energy just keeps repeating.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a believer in multiple solar systems, and we just there's maybe one day we'll figure out a way of tapping into them all, or finding out if there's aliens on other planets. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm 100% sure that the world as we know it is a lot bigger, the picture, and how than we perceive it to be. And I think that there's a reason for that, and there's some things that we're just not meant to see or know, and there's a beauty in that. There's a beauty in the unknown. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And do you also believe that sometimes people say there's other planets and shit? Do you also believe there's other planets, and those planets
100%,
other worlds as well?
100%.
Maybe there's people, there's other stuff there.
I even had someone. We were speaking about something similar like this, and I was saying like there's probably a completely like exactly the same as this, but the opposite. So someone like you. But he's completely opposite to you. Looks like you, but he's completely opposite to you. Living in a different universe. Yeah. On another Earth.
Yeah, another Earth.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Like that's mad, but
like having a twin, but basically a complete opposite from you.
Yeah, and I think in life possibilities are always endless, and I think sometimes we as humans, because of the fact that we technically, in terms of life on Earth, we are the most intelligent. I said that with hyphen commas because sometimes we do shock ourselves. But yeah. We tend to think, that's it. But it's like, no, like there's got to be more to life than just this, is what I think.
Yeah. Because sometimes us human beings, we're gassed, innit? We're so self-centered.
Yes, exactly.
We tend to believe we're the only niggas on this planet.
Well, on this one, yes. But maybe not in the universe.
Yeah. Do you believe also like there's aliens on this planet? Because some people say they've seen aliens.
I wouldn't be surprised.
There's an area something. There's like a place in America that people are not allowed to go to in America.
I don't know about that. I think that's that was just some myth that people ran with to get people hyped.
Yeah.
But in terms of aliens on the planet, I wouldn't be surprised. But then I do like that saying. There's this saying that's like a joke that gets shared a lot on memes on social media. It says if aliens was to come to this planet, they probably like drove past and then wound up the windows. as in to say like they're like, yeah, we ain't going in there.
Yeah.
Because it's, you know what I mean. It's like a joke in terms of like
I
saying
hear it,
like,
yeah.
we're so effed up over here.
Yeah, we
But
tapped anyway.
then who's to say that they might have come in disguise? Do you know what I mean? And then just checked us out and then fucked back off where they came from. Do you know what I mean? You never know.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know. How would we know?
Nah, I hear you. But for you personally, do you think there's aliens or not? What do you believe for you? Yeah, for you personally, in your own, what is your source?
I think yes, but I don't think that they would. I don't think that they are how we have been conditioned to believe they look and would be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows what the traditional picture of an alien looks like. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't necessarily believe that it's that. Do you know what I mean? And it's probably something, and it's probably, you know what I mean? Because imagine like I used to be a big fan of Star Trek, not Star Wars. I'm going to make that distinction. Spock and all that.
Hey!
And I used to watch that with my
Disclaimer.
dad. So like,
Disclaimer.
and in that you had people who could shapeshift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So who knows? They could literally be walking amongst us and we wouldn't even know. And if I was an alien, would I want you to know that I was an alien? I don't think so. I'd want to be incognito, wouldn't I?
I went through a little phrase. Let me even share something with you. I went through a little phrase when I started believing that like there are aliens on this planet but in human form, and sometimes people are just aliens, but obviously because they are in human form we don't really know.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like sometimes an alien could walk past you but you would never know.
You'd
because
never know.
they are in
There you
human
go.
form. Yeah. What is like another one, yeah? Another one for you, yeah? What is easier to manifest? Negativity or positivity?
Negativity.
Preach!
Negativity, man.
Think about it very carefully.
I have. That's the most easiest thing. We're ruled by the flesh, man.
Yeah.
Why?
I want to say it.
Why?
I would say it's easier to manifest negativity, but it's because people innately are fearful of the unknown, and also we always tend to think the worst for some reason. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Whereas it would probably be in our best interest to not do that and to think. That's what I always try to be. I always try to be positive. I always try to think positive.
Yeah.
Like my mom's quite a negative person. I'm always like, Mom, like no, like, and I try and flip it and reverse it. I'm like, no, I don't think like that. Like put a positive spin on it. But it's true. But then at the end of the day, I don't know whether I do agree with that. I think I might be on the fence in terms of like, I think it's a double-edged sword, and I think that if you're determined and if you're a happy person and then you're in a good place in your life, and because people always tell me that my energy is lit, and I'm not trying to be vain or boastful, but they're like, oh yeah, when you walk in a room with Sweetnezz, like you got good vibes, you got good energy. And I feel like if you're that kind of person and you live and you try and live your life in that way, you're going to radiate positivity, and everywhere you go, it's just going to be positive vibes. But I think it's easier said than done. And as I said earlier, life is hard, isn't it? And not everyone's going through a great time in life. And I think if you're not in a good place, because it hasn't always been like this, and there's been times in my life where I've gone through stuff and I haven't always been happy, I haven't always been joyful. And, you know, people are like, oh, Jen, what's wrong? Like, do you know what I mean? You're not yourself. Do you know what I mean? And it's because of I was going through what I was going through.
Of course.
So I think in those times in life, and that's when you get stuck in that little negative, you know, pit and of, you know, self-thought and, you know, you're thinking about things and then obviously if you're going about your daily life, people are going to pick up on that, and then obviously it's only going to bring negative people towards you, because people who are negative and people who want to prey on your downfall prey on that type of energy. They'll be like, oh, she's feeling some type of way, she's down, I'm gonna go and, you know, ask her for something, or I'm going to go and get involved in her life, because I know she's probably going to say yes, and then I'm going to be able to take from her because she's not in a good place in her mind. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So I think both types of energy are easy to manifest, but it depends on what place you are in your life. And I think if you're already a negative person, you're always going to breed negativity. But if you're already a positive person, you're always going to breed positivity. Like I've been that type of person most of my life. Like even when I've had relationships with people and then we've stopped talking, I'm like, at first it might be a little bit like, what's the word? Like, you know, a little bit awkward when we see each other. But eventually, after time passes, I mean, I'm the type of person, I don't keep grudges. And I don't get me wrong, Aries never forgets. And I will never forget what you did. But I'll forgive you to a certain extent. And I might say hello and bye.
But this one I'm talking about star signs, you sound like a Scorpio. But because that's me.
Yeah, but it's because fire signs.
I never forget. I never forget.
But yeah. So it's like, I think, you know, me personally, I'm all about the positive energy though, man. So
yeah, the reason why I asked that, because again, I would like anyone who sees this one day or whatever, to also get involved with this one, innit? Because the reason why I asked that, because again, maybe it's just within my own reality or whatever.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe, like, maybe not believe, but I honestly think that, yeah, for whatever reason, this is why obviously we're having this conversation, right? For whatever reason, I honestly believe that yes, it is easier to manifest negativity more than positivity. I don't know why or whatever, but I don't know why, man. I honestly believe that. You get what I'm saying? Because you know when people usually say like manifestation, if you do these or whatever, you're gonna manifest the life you want. If you do all of this, you're gonna manifest the life you want. But once again, with everybody, all of us know positive people on a regular basis. All of us know people in different parts of the world who try on a regular basis. Maybe not on a daily basis, because like you said, all of us have bad days, right? But all of us know there's a lot of people from different parts of the world who do their best to try to be positive, even if their life is shit, to be positive in their head, to try to manifest a better life. But for whatever reason, some of that shit doesn't really happen, or it doesn't happen as fast as people who manifest like negativity, or people who do dumb shit. But a lot of, you get what I say? It's like,
but also it's about you
like,
can't just be sitting at home thinking about it and visualizing it and manifesting it, and then you don't do anything.
Yeah,
you've still got to be active and putting yourself in situations and placing yourself amongst people where it's also going to help your vision and your manifestation. Do you know what I mean? If you're just sat at home being like, oh, you know, you have to help yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
The universe isn't going to do all the work. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, but I hear that, and I think as well, like I said before, there's so much stuff going on in the world as well, and sometimes it's about also separating yourself from that and not getting too. That's why I don't really watch the news. I mean, I'm tapped in. I know what's happening. I read the paper every now and then, and I know, you know, basically what's going on. But I don't like to watch because it's negative and it's sad, and a lot of the time there's so much stuff happening and I can't do anything about it, and I'm the type of person, if I could, I would. Do you know what I mean? If I could help these people, I would. That's the kind of heart I have, and I can't. So it's like I'm watching it, and that's going to make me feel a certain type of way because I can't help them, and then I'm feeling for. Do you know what I mean? So it's like that sounds selfish, but in life, I think sometimes you have to learn to be selfish, and you have to learn to put yourself first, because otherwise you're not gonna, you know, be happy, or you're not going to be living the type of life you want. You're always going to be holding yourself back. So yeah. If you had like a superpower,
like if you had a superpower, and any superpower. I think
you've asked me this before, no?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
No. If you had a superpower, a superpower which could change, listen to this very carefully, a superpower which could change somebody in your family, which could change them into anything that you want them to be.
Not me, them.
Or like, them. Anyone in your family, would you, like, who, maybe, I don't know, maybe you can put a name to it or whatever, but like, who would that person be if you could have a superpower to basically, for example, if you could have if I was your family member, for example, if I was your brother, right?
Okay, if I could make my mum 1,000,000% healthy, that's what I would do.
Something like that, if you could have like a superpower,
Because my mum struggles a lot with her health. Big up Mumsy.
Big up Mumsy.
But yeah, if I could make her like 21 again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would. Well, not necessarily make her younger, but do you know what I mean? Just make her healthy.
Absolutely.
Get rid of all her ailments and aches and pains.
Yeah.
And make her feel like she was 21 again. Then yeah, that's what I'd do.
Yeah. I just wanted to find a bit as well. And before we go, I just wanted to just touch on a little bit about, obviously, you know, like, you know, love, you know, creating family, you know, like moving forward. Like, again, to not give people, obviously you can tell people whatever and I tell them, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you're like in your, you know, your own personal life and stuff like that, like, you know, like, are you in a relationship? Do you wanna settle down and have a family? What are you with that in terms of love?
I mean, I don't know.
Kids, everything.
At the moment, I'm single.
Okay.
Single Pringle, loving my life, living my best life.
Are you looking for a man or a woman?
Not looking for anyone at the moment. Not looking for anything. I'm just focusing on myself at the moment. And
love that.
And just trying to, and my career. And if someone comes my way and we align and our energies match and love blossoms, then so may it be. But I'm not looking for anything at the moment. I'm just going to leave it in the universe's hands. Yeah. You know, I've been lucky in love sometimes and unlucky in love sometimes. That's how it goes. But at the moment, I'm happy as I am. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And in terms of family and stuff, I mean, one day I'd love to have a family, but I don't know whether the future, that's on the cards for me in the future, because I don't know, but we'll see.
You see, man. You go into that say. And before I say my last words or whatever, like, do you have any maybe something that we didn't really touch on today that you'd like to talk about? Any topic or subject? And
I'll just do some more plug-in.
Sure,
if you're free
sure.
next Friday the 19th, I'm performing at Dolce Club. Ticket link is in my bio. Come follow me on Instagram at Sweetnezz. I'm sure he's going to put all the links at the bottom of this video.
Like I always do, yes.
Don't forget thehubloveradio.com, the Underground Music Show, every Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. If you're an artist and you want to get your music played, email me, email us, me and Empress Dems. The email is theundergroundmusicshow@gmail.com. All one word. Send us your music. Make sure it's clean, radio edits only. I'm talking to you rappers out there that like to do your swearing. Clean.
Wash your mouth.
Clean radio edits. Get a clean edit. You get me? You can put out the raw version on your Spotify and that, but when you're sending it to radio, send me the clean version, please. I beg. And apart from that, hit us up if you're looking for a venue if you're looking for a night to perform at, because Dem Sweet Nights is always looking for artists. We're in the process of relocating, and all that information will be coming real soon, because we're hoping to do our next event in June. So keep it locked, keep your ears and eyes peeled. And that's it for me.
And the last, you get me, and the last just genuine last question, just asking again, it's all fun and good, all of us having these beautiful conversations, talking about these different things. But overall, no, go on.
Sorry to cut you. I just want to lastly add to please check out our sponsors, the Hub Love Radio sponsors, our Forgotten Neighbours. That's a big charity. That is our sponsors that we're connected to. And we're always doing work for the community, helping the homeless. We're always looking for volunteers. So if you want to get involved, go to ourforgottenneighbours.co.uk to find out more information.
I love that, man. I totally love that. Guys, you heard?
Help out the community.
You get me?
Help out the community, man. Always.
You get me? I just want to check in. I want to, because like I say to a lot of people, I try, obviously, I ask a lot of different questions tailored around whoever's on the red chair, But at the same time, sometimes I'm wary to not ask, obviously, the same questions because it would be boring, right? But with certain questions, I feel like it's essential, to ask everybody, because at the end of the day, like I was saying, like a minute ago, we do all of these things, but overall, like, I feel like we wouldn't be able to deliver. We wouldn't be able to be the people that we are if mentally we're fucked up, right? If mentally was going through shit, like we said earlier. So, like, just before we go, man, just honestly checking in, like, how's your mental health?
I'm very well, thank you. And thank you for asking. And how is your mental health?
My mental health, it could be better, always.
Exactly. It could always be better, but you know what? I'm loving life.
I'm in a good place, though.
I'm in a very good place. I can't complain. Give thanks every time.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good to hear as well. And obviously, in terms of like keeping, your mind in a good place, whenever possible, whenever you can, in all of these things that you do, what type of things do you do, like in your life to try? Because we can only try, right?
I think I'm really lucky because I work with kids.
Yes.
I'm a nursery teacher, so that keeps me grounded. Children are amazing. Children are the future. Their energy is just 10-10. They're always, even if they're like, get upset about something in the nursery that only lasts for like 2-3 minutes. Do you know what I mean? They're back playing again. They're back happy with their friends. Do you know what I mean? So I think I'm lucky in that regard, because that helps me to sort of, for like those few hours that I'm at work, I'm not thinking about anything else, because I'm focused on the kiddies and they're keeping my spirits up. So I think that helps me a lot. So I'm so grateful for my job. I work for LAIF, London Early Years Foundation. So if anyone's out there and they're looking to get involved, do some nursery work.
Why don't we talk a little bit about that before I even go? Like nursery, like how long you've been working there? Because it's a beautiful, like working with kids is always lovely.
I've worked in nurseries on and off for about 4 or 5 years, but I never worked as a nursery teacher. I used to always be on the other side, like in the office doing admin work. So I did reception, I was office manager. And then one day I just thought, you know what, I'm going to apply for a nursery role as a teacher, because I always wanted to work with kids closely. And I was volunteering for a year during COVID as a vocal coach with an after school club in a school in my area, Docs Academy. So that kind of like gave me the kick up the bum, and I was like, I've been really good at this, so why don't I just go for the job? And I went for it and I got it, and I've been there a year now, and that's my people. I love LAIF, my little family at Camberwell Grove, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm lucky in that regard, because I think that really does help with my mental health, because children are just such bundles of joy. So and they're so giving and loving. So I think that's one of the things that helps me. And then also my music. I couldn't live without music. Music for me is therapy, man. And then I do try to do a lot of mindfulness. I don't meditate as often as I would like, but I've been trying to do it more and just practice, because I know people that do meditation, they make it sound so easy. It's like, oh my god, you know, you just close your eyes, put on some mindful music and free your mind of all thoughts, and they make it. Listen, it's not easy to free your mind of all thoughts, you know.
I try doing meditation,
but
I got more fucked up mentally. You take care of it when I take it. That shit fucks me up even more, nigga.
But yeah, I do that. I try to practice that, and just that's probably the main things.
No, I hear you.
And the music is what keeps me grounded.
Yeah,
man.
the main thing that keeps you grounded. Yeah, like you said, it's like your therapy.
Yeah, it's my music therapy.
To release.
I think music is the form of therapy.
Absolutely, because even for us consumers, like there's a lot of songs that we listen to when we either making love.
Yeah.
Like running.
there's a type of music for everything.
Exactly.
Trust me.
Yeah, you get me.
There is, definitely.
Yeah, man. No, honestly, the Sweetnezz. It's always a pleasure, man, having you on the red chair. Always a pleasure catching up with you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
you get me?
it. Love.
Oh, good. Continue shining. You get me?
Always.
Hopefully, towards the end of this year, we'll catch up again and talk about.
Definitely. And then I'll have the whole album out.
Yeah,
and
man.
you lot will have heard it, and you lot will have been sharing it.
You get me?
100%.
Come on.
But yeah, man. But Lionel, before we go, or even Mr. Sleepy right there, like, do you guys have like any random questions to ask her before she goes? Like anything to ask her? Yeah?
Well, thank you so much for having me, man.
Oh, good, man. Love,
See you again
peace
soon.
and love, yeah?
Peace out, guys.
Reality Team TV!
We out.
We're back. Peace and love, guys, yeah? Love.